Hey, welcome back to another one of my concepts here. I'm talking this time because this one's a little bit more complex than the other ones that I've made. It's something that I wanted in the game for a long, long time. It's just actually negotiating the contract. So back in NHL, what was it, like 2K8? There was a sense of an actual negotiation that you could do when you're making your contracts. EA has never done something like this. Like, as you guys know right now, all you do is just, your player says how much they want, and you have to be within, like, I think somebody actually figured it out on the old Operation Sports things. I think it's like 0.85% of the salary or something like that. And if you are, then done deal. That's it. If you want to negotiate, if you want to do any of that, yeah, you can't. So what I've kind of done is I've whipped up something real quick. Just really basic. I'm no graphic designer. Look at this beautiful little chat box that I have going on here. But basically, what I wanted to do was actually represent a negotiation. So you have your agent. In my scenario, each player is going to have their agent, and your agent is going to have a relationship with you. So if your agent has a bad relationship with you, say you've broken promises in the past, or you've just straight up offered their players like garbage contracts, that agent isn't going to like you, and that agent is going to want more money for the players to play there. But on the other hand, if nothing but respect has come between you and that agent, if you've been giving his players great deals, if you've been having success in your market with his players, he's going to have a better relationship with you, and he's going to be willing to give you a bit more of a wiggle room. So here's just kind of on the right-hand side what the agent is asking for the player. And on the left-hand side, you can kind of see like how the player's doing, like, his overall, his basic stats, how he did last season, how he's done in his career, what role he's expected to do next season, and his potential. So you have your salary cap, your available space, and then the AAV. And he's just asking, do you accept this offer? Do you want to do what I've asked? And you can just say accept. Yep, all done. But no, let's get into it a little bit. So let's negotiate. So this is a basic kind of screen. I don't know if you would want to go any more than this with it just being a video game. Like, I know lots of players are doing different kind of structured salaries, but this is just kind of the basic contract negotiation. So you have your base salary, and that's kind of what determines, like, I'm not a big salary expert, but from my understanding, your base salary is money that you can buy out, whereas your signing bonus is guaranteed money. So I know, like, for example, the Canucks situation with Louis Eriksson, his contract was very hard to buy out because he had a $5 million signing bonus, and I think it was a $1 million base salary. So if they were to buy him out on that $6 million AAV, it was only going to save him like $500,000 or something like that. So that's why signing bonus is huge in contract negotiations. So if you just have just this base salary, you have no signing bonus, that's fine. The agent's still going to want to have as close to that base salary as possible, match up with what they want for their AAV. But if you give a signing bonus, that's going to give more incentive, and he's going to be a bit more willing to give you like a bit of a deal on top of that. So, for example, here, that's what they want right now. But say I bring it down to, let's say, 6.5. So that's $2 million less than what he wants. But if I actually bump up the signing bonus by about $1 million, now we're at 7.5. So that's only $1 million less. But you have that signing bonus incentive, and on top of that, your year's offered is matching what they're asking for. So that's going to give you a little bit of a bonus in negotiation too. So we'll see if he takes it. Offer, he does not accept it. Okay, he came close. So how about let's bump the salary up a little bit more. A little bit too much there. There we go. Bump it up a tad bit more, see if he does it. And no, he still doesn't. Okay. Let's get this to work. 7 million, signing bonus 1 million. So you bumped it down $500,000. Will he take it? There we go. He'll take it now. So this is going to work well for you if you're, tight in the cap situation. And you want to kind of bump this down as much as you can. Say, for example, you want to give him, I don't know, $2 million. And your signing bonus unit, you can bump up all the way here, kind of to 5 million. So now your AAV is 675. So that is a huge savings off this $8.5 million. Will he take it? He won't. So let's get into more of these things. So we have your no trade clause, which obviously a player is going to want. Obviously an agent's going to be happy if you have a no trade clause attached to that because they don't want to get traded to Buffalo. Let's be honest here. So you have your list of teams, 1, Buffalo. Or if you want to go up a bit more, say you don't want to go to Arizona or Edmonton, you can bump that up. If you want a full no trade clause, they're going to be way more willing to accept the offer because they're like, that's it. Like, I want to stay here. I'm happy with this. We offer it. And wow, look at that. They accept it. Even though we're now, what's this? Almost $2 million less than what they were asking for. We could probably even bump that down a little bit more. Now we're over $2 million less. Oh, okay. Now he doesn't want to take it. But anyways, so you look on your right side here. You have your wants. So T. Carter wants Pettersson to play on the first line power play. So if we go into our promises tab, this is laid out just fantastic. Again, graphic designing is my passion. If you want to click off your first line power play, will he take the steal now? No, he won't. Let's go back into this. So you have a no healthy scratch option here. So that sounds like a given for a promise. Like you're going to be like, yeah, like he's going to be a top player. I don't want to healthy scratch him. So you check that off, confirm. Will he take it? Still not quite enough. In a situation like, a Louis Eriksson situation where they ended up thinking he was going to be a top minute guy and they gave him this huge salary, if you would have offered like a no healthy scratch kind of option, the agent's going to want that. And next thing you know, he turns around, he busts, he's down to like a 79 overall, and you scratch him. That's going to ruin your reputation with the agent. Any of these promises that you break is going to ruin your reputation with this agent. So now your negotiations with said agent is going to be a bit more difficult next time around. But getting back into it, can we get him to accept this contract? What if we go into first line minutes? We're guaranteeing him top line minutes here. Will he take over $2 million less than he was asking for? He still doesn't. Let's go back into promises. Let's see if we can get this to work. We'll give him an A. And there we go. So that's the beauty of actually negotiating a contract. Now, I know that this is fairly simple, but I just can't get over the fact that right now, all you do is take this offer. That's all the agent says. You don't have any bit of wiggle room at all in it. And that's not fun. The game decides what's happening. What if I'm trying to make every dollar count? I'm trying to get it to fit in, and I want to say bring him at 6 million or just under 6 million. Is there any way that I can do that? Well, if I offer this exact one, we do not accept. What if I'm like, you know what? I like you. I'll give you the C. Will you accept that? And okay, they still don't accept it. But it's just having that little bit of a wiggle room. Look at that. He just accepted $6 million. So now that's $2.5 million that was shaved off of that just from negotiating. And of course, you're going to be like, well, that's going to be exploited and whatnot. Well, yeah, it could be. But now you can't trade this player. Now he has to be your captain. He has to play first line minutes. He has to be on the first line power play. And you cannot scratch him. Otherwise, you're not going to get any player that's under T. Carter. So you can exploit it for sure. I mean, I just got one hell of a player for $2.5 million less than what he wanted. But the matter of the fact is you have to stick with those promises or negotiations down the line are going to be harder. And now not only are they going to be asking for more from you, but it's going to be a pretty firm dollar amount next time. Whereas when you have these little plays, this little wiggle room to try to shave down every dollar, it's a lot more ideal for your contract negotiations to be able to try to fit that player in. Maybe you're trying to go after a player and ideally he wants $10 million. You only have 8 and you're trying to win a cup. You're able to use that wiggle room with that agent to be able to get that player signed. So if you exploit it, if you consistently break these promises with these agents, those players aren't going to want to sign with you. And at the end of the day, I mean, you're just going to restart your franchise mode because nobody wants to play for you. This has always been something that I wanted in these EA games. Imagine if it was the other way around and you're playing Be a Pro and your team is offering you all these different things and your agent comes and talks to you and you want to set what you want. It adds opportunity for this game. It adds the potential that's there, and it just gives you more free range within franchise mode or Be a Pro. It gives you that much more of a feeling that you are in control of what's happening and not just the game spitting out random numbers. Let me know what you guys think. I have more concepts coming. I'm a little bit tied up in school right now, but I want to get those out as soon as possible. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever the hell you want. I'm just trying to hopefully get my name out there and see if EA will maybe take a look at me once I'm done getting my bachelor's degree in this computer science program here, because hey, programming is my passion, hockey's my passion. I love the EA NHL franchise. I've been playing them ever since I can remember. So hopefully one day I can get there, and hopefully you guys like my concepts. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later.